First pitch from Bradish fires in a strike, and we're underway from Baltimore. Triolo checks into tonight's game at .225 with 5 home runs. Tall stance for the right-handed batter. Here comes an 0-1. Swinging a foul off to the right. 2 strikes on Triolo. Umpiring crew tonight. Alex McKay works the plate. It's Alan Porter at first base. Jim Wolf at second base. Manny Gonzalez is the crew chief. He's over at third. 2 strikes on Triolo. And the pitch. Down low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tried with the slider.
Yeah, the slider is one of those pitches that he definitely likes to use. It has that downward action. He also has a curveball. A little change of pace. The slider usually sits around 87, 88. That curveball down around 84 to 85.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back to the slider. And Triolo down on strikes to start off the ball game. Baltimore defensively, it's Beavers, Cowser, and Jackson left to right in the outfield. Rivera, Henderson, Holiday, and Mayo. Third around the horn, first, and Basayo doing the catching, the 21-year-old. Top prospect. They got 2 21-year-olds in the lineup. Jackson Holiday at second base as well. Bradish delivers, and Horwitz hits one to the left of center, and that's down for extra bases. Past Cowser and to the wall, and Horwitz in his home state has a double on the first pitch that he sees tonight.
Yeah, really nice job, Spencer Horwitz, being ready to hit. We just mentioned the attack plan against a pitcher like Kyle Bradish has to be one, ready to hit, pitch one. And after seeing that at bat for Jared Triolo falling behind early in the count, Spencer Horwitz jumped all over that first pitch for an extra base hit.
And you heard the applause for Horwitz, who grew up about 15 miles from here in Timonium. Second time now visiting Baltimore as a big league player. Brian Reynolds take outside for ball 1. Reynolds, born here, said he probably went to Camden Yards as a baby, but grew up in Tennessee. No real ties to the area otherwise. Hitting at .248 with 15 home runs, and the Pirates with a chance to put up a run here in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Curveball down and in. That makes it 2-0 on Reynolds. And he's hit well with runners in scoring position this year. Hits high heat well. Bradish, the right-hander, comes to the set. His 2-0. Tried the fastball down and away at 95, missing. 3 balls and no strikes on Reynolds.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Kyle Bradish doesn't walk very many, but at this open base, we'll see what he wants to do 3-0 with Brian Reynolds. And also, you see if Donnie Kelly will give Brian Reynolds a green light.
Basayo sets up away. And the 3-0, and it's away for ball 4. So 4-pitch walk to Reynolds. 2 on with 1 out for Tommy Pham. Pham lifetime against Bradish, 1 for 13.
That'll give you an idea exactly why Brian Reynolds did not get anything to hit.
But Pham, the team leader, hitting .318 with runners in scoring positions. Got Horwitz out at second. Reynolds trails him at first with 1 out in the pitch. There's a strike. Gets the slider over. Horwitz not particularly fast at second. Here's an 0-1 pitch. Curveball swung on and skied into the infield. Third baseman Rivera moving into foul ground, and he'll make the catch. That wind blowing in a little bit tonight, and he caught it almost to the dirt circle. That's the second out as Pham fouls out to third. It's a lazy breeze, but that probably blew it 5 or 10 feet or so. It's hit so high. And now you need a 2-out hit from Andrew McCutchen, who has always hit the Orioles well throughout his career. Overall this season at .244, 13 home runs. He hit the Pirates' last long ball on Wednesday. Bradish Sets and delivers. There's a strike. Humpback slider in there.
Yeah, this is the only ballpark Andrew McCutchen is not homered in, so this will be a very timely thing if he can maybe pick this up and get an early lead for the Pirates.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul right back. Tried a down and away slider, 2 strikes.
That was a good swing at a slider. That was a pitcher's pitch, but Andrew McCutchen right on that slider and looked like he wanted to hit that into right center field.
Bradish wants a new baseball.
I would see so.
Well, Beavers are playing about straightaway left field, and third baseman Rivera playing the line. Ball hit through that hole between short and third would probably pick up Horwitz. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit that way, and it does get past Henderson and into left, a base hit, and Horwitz comes in to score. Andrew McCutchen with a 2-strike, 2-out RBI single, and the Pirates lead 1-0.
Nothing more breathtaking for a pitcher and demoralizing than giving up a 2-out, 2-strike RBI, and Andrew McCutchen delivers, just as you called it, Joe. Right in that 5-6 hole. The ball just snuck under the glove of shortstop Gunnar Henderson and was able to get there, not hit hard enough, and then easily score Spencer Horwitz, which is a big break for the Pirates as well.
So McCutchen with RBI number 53. And still first and second with 2 outs and a run in for Nick Gonzalez. He swings and hits one on a hop to second and shoveled on to short for the force. Pirates pick up a first inning run here in Baltimore. And now the Orioles will come to bat against Mike Burrows when we return on the Pirates Radio Network. Jeremiah Jackson and then Gunnar Henderson will follow. First pitch from Burrows, a swing and a hard line drive foul right up the first base side. And past the ball girl, it'll go into the right field corner. So a bit of a delay. A strike for Holliday, the 21-year-old second baseman of the Orioles.
Yeah, Jackson Holliday getting his team leading 17 home runs in this lineup, and he is in there consistently. Between Jackson Holliday and Gunnar Henderson, both of those guys are out there on a daily basis.
Curveball low and in, 1 strike. Now the Orioles have been beset by injuries throughout the season. There's a few of the mainstays are in there, and you just mentioned them. There's a strike and a curveball in there, 1-2 to Holliday, hitting at 248 overall. Now there's 2 hitters 21 years old in this lineup today. They're swinging a flare over short. That's going to dump into center. A base hit for Jackson Holliday. I'm curious to see if he takes off. He's attempted 25 steals this year. He's only been safe 15 times.
I'll tell you what, this is another duo. I don't know that you feel as comfortable as stealing bases. Henry Davis behind the plate is just, his arm makes up a lot of difference. But Mike Burrows does a pretty good job of getting the ball delivered to the plate.
See if they hold him. Here's Jeremiah Jackson. They'll take up high for ball one. 25-year-old rookie who debuted on August 1st and has been hitting very well since then. 305 hitter. Pirates lead 1-0. Burrows coming home. Swing and a miss. That's a good slider moving down and away from the righty. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pirates defensively tonight, it's Pham, Cruz, and Reynolds left to right in the outfield. Can Devaney gets the start at third. Triolo and Gonzalez in the middle. Horwitz at first, and as you mentioned, Henry Davis throws out better than a quarter of the attempted base stealers. Ground ball foul up third. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's above average these days.
Yeah, no doubt. And so many times, I mean, stolen bases are coming off of the pitcher, no doubt. Not too many catchers that get to make up so much ground, but Henry Davis' arm is so dynamic.
Here's the 1-2, down low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Davis, one of the quicker pop times among catchers, how quickly he can get the ball down to second base. The lowest catcher's ERA in baseball, Henry Davis.
Yeah, Henry has been definitely a plus behind the plate.
2-2 from Burrows. A swing and a foul back. Jackson late on 96 down and away.
Yeah, it was a nice attack right there. The 2 strikes, obviously a young hitter, a 25-year-old finding a way to show very well up here in Baltimore. Take a 96 fastball down and away and foul it off to the right side. He spoiled that good pitch by Mike Burrows.
And the pitch is swung on and hit into right for a base hit. Took a down and away slider. Charged by Reynolds, who'll come up with a throw, cut off, and back to first where Jackson is. Holiday gets to third, and now they've got birds on the bases for Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah, a couple base hits off the end of the bat. Both of them with 2 strikes. That was like a little slider that ran off the plate. Just hit off the end of the bat. But Spencer Horwitz holding on the runner. That open side was able to sneak through there to right field.
Well, this is the one guy that you don't want to beat you in this lineup right now. There's Gunnar Henderson hitting .343 with runners in scoring position. And a strike to him. Left-handed batter. .274 overall with 16 home runs. Pirates scoring first.
Well, I like the odds of this. Strike 1 against him early. And we know Mike Burrows, his ability to land that changeup at any time to get swing and miss and weak contact.
Oh, Wanton. And that's down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Through it right there. Yeah, it's one of the top swing and miss changeups in baseball.
And he'll throw it against righties and lefties.
Henderson runs well. Tough to double up. Pitch and swing and a foul. And a high and away fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gunnar Henderson. You say, all right, I'll muscle up, throw the heat by him. He's number 1 in baseball at 95 plus. Hitting .410 when he puts 95 plus. The at-bat ends at 95 plus. Could be a strikeout.
Yeah, those 123 strikeouts. Burrows looking to get 124 right here.
The pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out and went with his strength. That fastball, and that strikes out Henderson. That's a big first out of this inning.
It definitely is. I like that matchup. Again, in this situation with Gunnar Henderson up, the best pitch that he had was getting ahead of the count. Mike Burrows did that very well, was able to work
away from the opposing hitter's strength. You're trying to pitch to your strength.
Yeah, how many times did you try to do that and you end up finding the ball in the middle of the plate?
Ryan Mountcastle takes a strike. Now, this is a guy you can double up, not particularly fast, right-handed batter. hitting at .260 with 5 home runs. And if they can get that would get him out of the inning. Jackson has not stolen a base in the major leagues. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball to deep center field. Cruz is back to the warning track with room. He'll make the catch, and surely deep enough to score Holiday from third. Sac fly for Mountcastle, and the Orioles tie it at 1.
Well, that's all you can do in that situation is limit the damage. It's one of those things that Mike Burrows would like to make a better pitch in that situation, but when you have first and third with nobody out, and you can sneak past Colton Cowser here, you have to count that as a win early in the game.
Yeah, they're putting in work. Try to limit the damage. Here's the pitch, and just off the plate away, ball 1 to Colton Cowser, hitless in his last 10. Lefty batter at .209 with 13 home runs. Pirates 1, Orioles 1 here in the first inning. Burrows ready to go with the pitch. There's a strike. Drives that fastball on the inner third at 97. It's a ball and a strike. Jackson still on at first. Mountcastle's 31st run batted in. And the 1-1 swing and a foul at the plate. Down and away changeup to the lefty batter. 1-2. Burrows, 25 years old, grew up in Waterford, Connecticut. Here's the pitch. Cowser swings through another changeup. A couple of strikeouts in the first inning for Mike Burrows. We're through an inning from Baltimore. Tied at 1 right here on the Pirates Radio Network. And then Henry Davis, Cam Devaney facing Kyle Bradish. Pirates 1, Orioles 1. First pitch to Cruz, and he'll look at ball 1, just missing inside on the fastball. Cruz at .201, he's got 19 home runs. Facing the right-hander. 1-0 from Bradish. Down low and away, tried the fastball, missing. 2-0. And he swoops the return throw from his catcher. Maybe he'll groove one to Cruz right here. Here's a 2-0. And instead he threw him the slider, but low. 3-0. Cruz is the National League leader in steals. Not a guy you want to walk to start the inning.
Yeah, and he hasn't been on base a lot as of late, so if he does get on, he's going to be looking to steal a base.
Here's a 3-0, and he'll look at a strike. Down and in on the edge at the knees at 94, 3-1. Here's the set, and Bradish delivers. A swing and a ground ball on towards second on the backhand. Holiday will get it on to first for the out. Coming up on Friday, September 19th, the 20th on Saturday, and the 21st on Sunday. That's the final weekend at PNC Park this season, and athletics are in town. And it's the annual Fan Appreciation Series brought to you by Sheetz. 25% off select tickets and concessions and merchandise for that series. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 19th, 20th, and 21st. Go to pirates.com/fan appreciation. Fouled back in strike one on Henry Davis. Henry checks in at 166. He's hit 6 home runs. Batting with 1 out, bases empty. Pirates and Orioles tied at 1. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. That's a really good slider down and away. 2 strikes now. Davis grips the bat, waits, and the pitch. Swinging and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs. Cam Devaney's coming up. And tonight, the Mega Millions jackpot with an estimated annuity of $358 million. $358 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. Got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Devaney at 167, just getting going in the major leagues. Takes up and in for ball 1. 28 years old, grew up in New Hampshire. Ahead ball 1, Bradish. Set and the pitch. Gets the outer edge. Strike. 1-1.
I was able to talk to Cam Devaney before the game today, just sharing some old thoughts about his old Kansas City Royals short experience that he had in the big leagues. Only there for a week, but a nice young man, just excited to be a Pirate and be in the big leagues for sure.
Dribbled foul up first, 1-2. Yeah, and in that time with the Royals, he got into exactly 0 games. So he's thinking to himself, I've been in the big leagues for a week, and I'm not a big leaguer. I'm not in the encyclopedia. I'm not on Baseball Reference.
So true.
And then when he got traded to the Pirates, he was sent to the minor leagues. But got to debut in the ballpark he grew up rooting for the Red Sox and got to debut at Fenway. He strikes out swinging, and the Pirates go in order in the second. We'll go to the bottom half, tied at 1 on the Pirates Radio Network. Takes a curveball high and away. Ball one from Mike Burrows. Masayo in his first time in the major leagues, hitting at .204, a couple of home runs. He's 21 years old. Swinging a bouncer up first. Fair ball, gloved by Horwitz. He'll take to the bag, one out, and will step out 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Here's Emmanuel Rivera, hitting at .269 without a home run. Right-handed batter takes high and away for ball one. Fastball at 95 from Burrows. Well, he's hit well since being called back up from the minor leagues on an 8-game hitting streak. Swing and a miss. Good slider down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that just was what makes Mike Burrows so good. He just misses to go down in the count, but then hits that slider, hits that swing and miss to even up the count.
Missed outside with the slider that time.
And I think that's why manager Don Kelly, talks about Mike Burrows, and so many do, because he just never gives in. He just does have that bulldog mentality. Each pitch is with a purpose.
Here it is, and a swing and a high fly ball center field. Cruz a few steps to his right, and he'll make the catch. Rivera is retired, 2 outs. Dylan Beavers is coming up.
Yeah, here's another interesting one as well for Dylan Beavers. He's been able to reach 15 of his 18 games. But he's been up as a Baltimore Oriole. He's gotten off to a pretty good start, hitting .291 on the season.
Yeah, his out percentage is higher than his slugging. There's a strike, and you see that sometimes. But when you're already slugging over 400, you usually don't see that. 426 on base.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Let's see the left-hand hitter can do against Mike Burrows and his dynamic changeup.
1 strike pitch, swinging a foul back, threw him a fastball. Now let's see if he pulls the string on him here. They had 2 strikes on Dylan Beavers. 2 outs and nobody on in the Baltimore second. Here's the pitch. Tried to drive the changeup. Hooked it down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's another thing about Mike Burrows that you very seldom do you see him leave a changeup up in the zone. I mean, his command for that pitch is just really good.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That time got it where he wanted, down and away. And Beavers strikes out flailing. We'll go to the third, tied at 1 on the Pirates Radio Network. That's coming up on Monday at PNC Park, the Pirates' next home game. Jared Triolo will accept a strike. The first 20,000 fans on Monday will get to keep a commemorative Clemente pin as well. And you can go to Pirates.com to find out more. One strike on Triolo. He struck out against Kyle Bradish his first time. And he takes a strike on a fastball down and away, 0-2.
Yeah, Kyle Bradish getting ahead of Jared Triolo once again. Just that straight over the top delivery is somewhat deceptive. Good arm swing, good fastball.
0-2 coming, down low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the slider. Bradish is 28 years old, grew up in the Phoenix area in Goodyear, Arizona.
It's out there by the
Plain Graveyard, right?
Yeah, literally the Plain Graveyard, and the Guardians and the Reds are out there in Goodyear, Arizona.
Swing and a liner to center, but right at Cowser, and 1 out. I thought that they should train in the town over. Buckeye. Wouldn't that be great? They're 2 teams from Ohio.
This is a good point.
The Buckeye State.
Maybe you can talk to them about changing their...
Well, they put a lot of money into it.
What do you think?
Yeah. But it's funny when you sit in that spring training ballpark for those 2 teams, and you look out beyond right field and you see all the busted up old planes and parts and wings laying around.
Where planes go to die.
Horwitz skies one to left. Beavers comes in and toward the line. And he'll make the catch in fair ground for the second out.
Yeah, Spencer Horwitz, a couple of bats, and seen 2 pitches. He's not messing around. Unfortunately, that one did not go for an extra base hit, but you like to see the aggression from Spencer Horwitz.
Yeah, he doubled his first time up. And now Reynolds, who walked back in the first inning, that extends his on-base streak to 19 games. Getting on base better than 44% of the time in that span. First one from Bradish. Swing and a foul off to the left.
That's definitely part of the plan. You see the second time around the lineup. That's also the time where Bradish, he'll pick up some velocity as well. He can run it up there to 97. That good 2-seam fastball starts working at 95. That's a tough pitch.
0-1 darts down and in with that fastball. Nope, it's a foul tip. Excuse me. So 2 strikes on Reynolds.
Yeah, fastball in and just nicked the bottom of the bat for Brian Reynolds. But
well, Alex McKay looked toward the Pirates dugout as if, hey, I want to see if you want to challenge this. And
I would not assume that they would.
You can't challenge a foul tip.
A hit by pitch, maybe.
So that might be the only thing that they can challenge that. Well, now the crew chief, Alan Porter, comes over as well.
Donnie Kelly did a great job there of just stalling just enough to give Kevin Roach a couple minutes to actually see if that ball actually did touch Brian Reynolds. And it did not. It was a foul ball. Now we will resume.
Here's the pitch. And that's down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reynolds batting with 2 outs and the base is empty here in the third. Tied at 1. Bradish comes set. And the pitch. Down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried the slider.
Yeah, Bradish has yet to use that curveball versus any left-handers. And see if he doesn't drop that curveball in here to Brian Reynolds.
Here's the set and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Threw the fastball by him at 96. 4 strikeouts for Bradish. He's retired 7 in a row. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Tied at 1 here.
Take a
And dribbles a curveball off the end of the bat toward first. And Horwitz will take it to the bag, 1 out. On Tuesday, September 16th, a week from tonight, the Pirates are hosting Greek Life Night at PNC Park. The game starts against the Cubs at 6:40. If you purchase a special ticket, you can take home a Pirates-themed knit koozie on Greek Life Night. Go to pirates.com/Greek Life. Sorry. Here we go. There's a strike. Alpha Zulu Omicron new
salad.
Tzatziki. That's outside 1-1. To Jackson Holiday. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball on towards second. Gonzalez waits on it and flips it on to first for the second out. So all of a sudden, look at that. That's 8 in a row retired by Burrows.
And a lot of weak contact for Mike Burrows in this game. Even the singles, a couple of singles that started off this ball game for weak singles, weak contact. So we like to see a good fastball, nice change of pace for him. Henry Davis, Mike Burrows on the same page this evening, as they often are.
Jeremiah Jackson with the last Orioles base runner. He takes up and in for ball 1. Had a base hit in the first. We're in the third, tied at 1. Here's the pitch. And there's the curve and a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, he just doesn't give in. If you go down, or as a hitter, you get up in the count 1-0, and you're looking dead red fastball out over the plate. He just does not give it to you. You're going to have to hit something else.
Here's his 1-1. Drives the fastball at the knees on the outer edge at 97. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
This is so much fun to watch. Really good pitching. Even if it's, a couple, 3-4 innings, I mean, it's just dynamic to watch them execute one pitch after another.
Trying for his second straight 1-2-3 inning. Mike Burrows. He'll come to the set. Here's his pitch. And did he offer? Yes, on the appeal. He strikes out Jackson, and that ends the Orioles' third. To the fourth from Camden Yards. We're tied at 1 here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang.
Zambelli Fireworks Show. It's brought to you by Sheets. Final fireworks night of the season on September 19th, Friday night at 6:40. First pitch strike to Pham. Go to pirates.com/fireworks and come on out to see fireworks one more time at PNC Park. Pham fouled out his only time. Kyle Bradish, the right-hander of Baltimore, delivers. Down low and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. McCutchen and then Gonzalez to follow.
Yeah, nice take by Tommy Pham on that 1-0 slider down and away. That's a pitch that Bradish has been able to get some swing and miss and chase. Let's see if Tommy Pham can get that slider up in the middle of the plate.
The 1-1. They got a swing and a miss. Swats at a low fastball. It's 1-2.
That's that good two-seamer. Bradish, the second time around the lineup, it seems like he'll pick up some velocity. Now that two-seamer running in at 95 now. That's some late movement in that downward action.
The right-hander ready. That is 1-2. Swinging a foul, trying to fight off that inside fastball. And that appeared to have some of that boring action coming in on the righty batter. Bradish comes at, and the 1-2 down low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He was 4th in the Cy Young voting in 23, his last full healthy season. And then in 24, he pitched in 8 starts, but he had already been diagnosed with a UCL sprain. That's the ligament that ended up getting operated on for Tommy John surgery. So he's basically needs surgery, and he still pitched anyway. And he had a 2.75 ERA in those 8 starts before he finally had to get work done. It's high on the fastball, missing 2-2, 3-2 now. Excuse me, on Pham.
Yeah, this is a unique delivery. It's a straight over the top delivery that he gets some quick arm action, and the ball just jumps up on top of you.
Here's the pitch, and it's inside, ball 4. He missed with the fastball. Second walk, and the leadoff man is on for the Pirates.
Yeah, Bradish smacks his glove in his hand, frustrated with a couple non-competitive pitches at a bat against Tommy Pham.
So McCutchen, who drove in the Pirates' run, will come up here with Pham on at first. Pirates 1, Orioles 1. We're in the 4th. Here's the pitch, and a slider fouled back, strike 1.
Oh, another good hack at a slider. That one 0-0, but Andrew McCutchen is not looking to pull. He's looking to use the big part of the field. A couple of nice swings. It makes you feel like he might have some really good stuff happening in that batter's box over the course of this road trip if he keeps this up.
Got a hole open on the right side. The runner being held on the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air to right. Fairly deep. Jackson just shy of the warning track. Camps and makes the catch. That's the first out.
Yeah, that ball jumped off the bat pretty good, Joe. A little steady breeze blowing in from right field. That area where he hit the ball, and that was really doomed for some extra base hits when it came off, but the wind kind of knocked it down. That was a nice approach by Andrew McCutchen. Anytime you see those type of approaches, you just really feel a guy's locked in. We'll see what Andrew McCutchen can do the rest of this game, especially against Bradish.
Toss over to first, and Pham is back. Bradish pitched at New Mexico State. Same school of Nick Gonzalez.
I thought he went to New Mexico.
All right, let me take a look.
I thought I remember because I always want to say Los Lobos.
Oh, well, you can say it anyway.
Let's see if it's accurate.
Nope, New Mexico State.
Dang it.
Yeah. Las Cruces.
Just missed it.
I was going to say, I looked it up to see. There have been 9 players from there all time, but 4 recently. We just saw Joey Ortiz in the Pirates' last game on Sunday. He just swung on, hit high in the air to left field. Routine for Beavers. And he'll make the catch for the second out. And then the 4th player that's come out of that school in recent times is also on the Orioles.
Who would that be, Joe?
I had to remind myself. Daniel Johnson.
Okay.
Who is not in the starting lineup today. So 3 of them are here. And Ortiz would have been with the Orioles, but he got traded to the Brewers. Here's Cruz, a swing and a pop-up. Foul territory, third base side. It'll reach the seats and a strike on O'Neill Cruz.
Yeah, I can remember watching Ortiz when he came into Altoona. I think at the time he was in Double-A. That was that big matchup always when you see of the young Pirates versus the young Orioles. Ortiz is talented even then.
We see it in spring training.
Oh, we see a ton of it in spring training.
Minnesota neighbors. Here's an 0-1 to Cruz, up and in. Fastball at 93 from Bradish. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pham started the inning with the walk. He's at first. Both teams with a run on 2 hits. Pickoff move, and Pham is back. Bradish has controlled the run game throughout his career. Opponents have stolen 4 bases against him his career. Been thrown out 3 times, and he's picked off another.
Yeah, these are the type of times if O'Neill Cruz gets 2 strikes on him, you want to see Tommy Pham try to go in and steal a base later on.
Now he fouls it back, so it's 1 and 2 on him.
Yeah,
Why is that?
One of the big reasons is O'Neill Cruz obviously prone to the strikeout. He's been striking out at a tremendous rate. But if Tommy Pham gets in the scoring position, at least you give O'Neill Cruz an opportunity to hit. If he gets thrown out, O'Neill Cruz gets a new count his next at bat. Maybe start fresh there. Find ways to produce runs any way possible.
Not going in the pitch. Check swing on a ball in the dirt. And if he had been going, he'd have been safe easily. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
There's just so many ways you work around just creating runs and creating opportunities. O'Neill Cruz is instant run production if he gets a pitch up in his zone. And not too many times with 2 strikes that he's going to come away with extra base hits.
Toss over to first, and Pham is back. Now Cruz has the lowest slugging percentage after 2 strikes of anyone with 250 at-bats since they've been keeping track of such things in 1988.
Now Bradish has thrown over a couple times. This might be a time where Tommy Pham maybe extend the lead.
Not going, and the pitch up high, 3 and 2 on Cruz.
Well, now we don't have to worry about anything.
He'll definitely be going here.
Guarantee it.
And if not, he's going to get an earful from his manager.
No doubt.
How did you not know the count?
Especially with the first baseman playing behind you.
Yeah. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Action count for Cruz here with 2 out. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a foul on that down and in slider. Well, maybe down and medium in.
Yeah, this is the one player that I know so many Pirate fans and Donnie Kelly especially is trying to see what happens over the next couple weeks of this season. I'd like to see O'Neill Cruz make a better push, have some better at-bats.
Pham will be on the move on 3-2. Swinging a ground ball, hit hard and through. A base hit for O'Neill Cruz. Pham can turn the bag and head to third, and a really good 2-strike at bat for O'Neill Cruz.
And that's the sound you're used to hearing with O'Neill Cruz, a crack of that bat, and he finds the barrel.
He had 4 hits after 2 strikes since the All-Star break. And several 2-strike pitches he saw in that at bat, too.
Yeah, it's no doubt. This is a guy that can carry you at any time throughout the course of an entire month. And so when he struggles the way he has, it makes it really tough for you to put up freaking numbers.
Now remember, he can steal a bag, too. 37, that leads the National League. Henry Davis at the bat with 2 away. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. And they'll go to second, and that ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 1-1 here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light. The pitch to Henderson. Curveball outside for ball one. He has struck out Henderson the first time around. 4 strikeouts for Burrows thus far. Here's the 1-0 from him. And back with a strike on a fastball in there. 1-1. In his last couple of outings, he pitched in relief. And right around the 45 pitch mark. Here's the 1-1 from him. And it's outside. That sinker running away from the lefty batter and out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike on Gunnar Henderson. Here's the pitch. Down and in. And that curveball not close. 3-1.
And that's the one time that I would like to see that fastball being painted again down and away. You don't want to get down in the count too often, a guy like this.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Down and away, changeup, 3-2. Just kind of bailed out on it.
It's such a good pitch, and these are relatively good young hitters. They haven't seen a changeup like this. Just like the rest of the league, Mike Burrows has been pretty dynamic. Now he has some decisions to make.
3-2 coming. And he missed down and in with the fastball. Ball 4. We got to pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. So leadoff walk to Henderson, who has stolen 21 bases. And now Ryan Mountcastle had a sacrifice fly back in the first. And the first pitch is just off the plate away for ball 1. The fastball missing. So the command a little bit wobbly here in the 4th. It was the first walk allowed by Burrows. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss. Big cut by the righty. That's a nice slider. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, that slider's hard. It's a 90-mile-per-hour slider from Mike Burrows. Arm speed is up tonight.
The right-hander comes to the set. And a 1-1. Tried it down and away with a fastball, just missed. 2-1. That's a big swing. That 1-1 pitch, if it goes the hitter's way or the pitcher's way, the biggest swing between batting average. Here's a 2-1 coming. Swing and a miss. The changeup. Nope, slider, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Either way, you take a little bit off speed-wise. That pitch moves down and away from the righty batter. Actually, that particular one didn't, and that's what fooled me.
Yeah, it's almost like a cut fastball. The type of action that slider is getting this evening.
Two balls, 2 strikes on Mountcastle. Henderson still stationed at first. Nobody out. 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And high and away slider. And Burrows with his 5th strikeout tonight.
There's no doubt about it. He is in attack mode. No matter what he's throwing. And again, with another little cut. It's like a cut fastball more than it is a slider this evening. It's just a different shape to it.
Every time a Pirates pitcher strikes out an opponent in September, Coppers donates $25 to Visibility Pittsburgh. Swing and a miss on a changeup down and away from the left-handed batting Colton Cowser. Strike 1.
Yeah, nice job, Mike Burrows, controlling the running game. Went to a little quicker slide step on that changeup. Gunnar Henderson was trying to steal that base, but got a bad jump, so he ended up shutting it down.
Here's the pitch, and it's outside. Changeup floating away from the lefty batter. 1 ball, 1 strike. So if he commits to that swing, he's going to run out of bat pretty easily with the speed of the pitch and the movement of the pitch. Here's the offer. Been a swing and a high fly ball. Just past Twilight now into center field for Cruz, and he'll retire it for the 2nd out. Samuel Basayo will come up for the Orioles here in this 1-1 tie in the 4th. And the Pirates will be honoring first responders Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week at PNC Park. And there's a special ticket offer available to you where you can acquire a limited edition First Responders camper mug. And a portion of each ticket sold donated to a first responders organization of your choice. Found a way in a strike? Visit pirates.com/first responders for more information. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and next week when the Pirates return home and host the Cubs.
I'll take this time to thank all of our first responders.
Without question. There goes Henderson. Swing and a miss. Throw down. And Gunnar had it all the way.
Yeah, he got a nice little secondary hop before he took off on that stolen base attempt. And those are the ones that you said it doesn't matter. Henry Davis, the cannon that he has, they steal those bases off of pitchers, not catchers. And that was about as good as you can do for Henry Davis on a throw on the money.
Not going to throw out Henderson.
Well, yeah, that last name is a pretty big one now.
22 for Gunnar Henderson. That's down low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Basayo.
All-time greatest leadoff hitter for sure, hands down. Is Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, by far baseball's best stolen base man. Can't believe we lost him over the winter. There's strike 3 call. Basayo caught looking. Half dozen strikeouts for Mike Burrows. And he and the Pirates are tied with the Orioles at 1-4 here from Camden Yards, right here on the Pirates Radio Network. In advance what they're playing.
And we do keep score.
Unofficially. Cam Devaney with a line drive to left and caught on the run by Dylan Beavers. 1 out.
Cam Devaney also being aggressive, 0-0, ready to hit. That ball was launched into left field. Had a tail. Thought he was going to run away from the left fielder, and that's what almost happened for extra base hits. But a nice catch out there and a nice grab to start off this inning.
A run apiece here in the 5th inning. Our 5th inning brought to you by Local Union Number 5 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I'm going to let you in on a secret, KY. If you look to your right, we can see into the scoreboard room, and they have the playlists.
That's terrible.
All queued up and ready to go, so we could take a look and see what's coming up next. Pitch, and there's a strike. It's like we're stealing signs.
You know what? Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty, though.
Yeah. I can't see that far, but we could try.
No doubt.
One strike on Triolo. Hitless 2 tries tonight against Kyle Bradish. The right-hander delivers the slider down low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nightfall setting in here in Baltimore.
Yeah, tough time of the night to pick up those high fly balls. Kind of blend into the sky.
Bradish ready. 1-1 high. Now 2-1 on Triolo. Both teams got their runs in the first inning. Here's the 2-1, and Triolo hits it on the ground to short. Hit the lip of the grass. Stayed down on Henderson, but he stayed with it. And throws out Triolo for the second out. 2 up and 2 down in the Pirates' 5th inning. Spencer Horwitz coming to bat here in his home state. Played in a 4-game series here with Toronto last year. Grew up just 15 miles from here.
Yeah, a couple of hard-hit balls by the Pirates this inning, but nothing to show for it.
Here's the pitch. We had a strike on a curveball in there. Get him ahead in the count. Horwitz with a double back of the first inning and came around to score the Pirates' run. Here's an 0-1 and a swinging ball laced to right and caught at the hip on the run by Jackson, and that ends the inning. Pirates go down in order in the 5th. Bottom half coming up from Baltimore. We're still tied at 1 here on the Pirates Radio Network. Innings, allowed 2 hits, a run, it was earned, a walk, 6 strikeouts, and Braxton Ashcraft will pick up.
Yeah, Braxton Ashcraft will come in relief of Mike Burrows, and what a tandem these two have been. But Ashcraft making his 23rd appearance on the season with a 4-2 record, and a 2.44 ERA with 55 1/3 innings pitched, 52 punch-outs as well. And that's just very unfortunate for the Orioles when you have to face starting pitching like this.
There's a strike to Emmanuel Rivera with Dylan Beavers and Kobe Mayo to follow, bottom of the order. So Burrows, who had been pitching in relief the last couple of outings, there's a swing and a miss, great slider, 2 strikes. Has his season innings up to 118 now. Last year it was 54, and the year before that it was 6. So Pirates are trying to limit his innings, but yet keep him pitching through the end of the season. Here's an 0-2, and just off the plate away with a slider. Able to hold up. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rivera.
I mean, it's just the arms just keep coming. There's no doubt about it. It's just the young talent.
1-2. He tried the slider again. Nope, sorry. Curveball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little bit bigger break to it. Yeah, Ashcraft has started, and when he started, his ERA is 1.08. And out of the bullpen, he's been good too. There's a strike 3 call on an inside slider. And he'll pick up right where Burrows left off with a strikeout.
Yeah, that just locked up Rivera. Nice front door slider. You don't see that very often. Right on right. It starts off the plate on the inside corner and just kind of catches right in there for a strike and caught looking.
Here's Beavers, who takes outside for ball 1. Left-handed batter. And only 2 Orioles that have not struck out tonight. Holiday and Mayo. The pitch. Inside, missing 2 balls and nothing on a fastball at 98 from Ashcraft. 25 years old, out of Robinson, Texas. Here's the 2-0. And there's your strike, now 2-1. And the slider in there. Well, both he and Burrows were drafted in that 2018 draft out of high school. Here's the 2-1. Yeah, that's over but low. 3 balls and a strike. And both are some of the longest consecutively tenured Pirates players in the organization because of that. 5th and 6th, respectively. 3-1 is shot fouled.
Now I'm trying to figure out who the other ones are. Mitch Keller.
Keller's number 1.
Yes. And let's see. Who else do we have?
The other 3 were with other organizations first.
Andrew McCutcheon.
Not consecutively tenured.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
3-2 is outside, and it's a walk to Beavers here with 1 out in the 5th.
Now you got me thinking, because I'm going to be upset now. I don't.
You want me to tell you their original organization?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't need that.
Oh, okay.
Consecutive is O'Neal Cruz. Is
yes.
One of them. And then.
Now we're looking at early 18.
Look, I didn't phone a friend. I didn't ask for any hints.
Mayo falls down swinging, and he's down a strike.
How many I have left? 1? I have 1 left?
There's 2 others in between them. But there's, Keller, then Cruz.
Keller, Cruz.
They're both on the roster right now.
That's going to really make me feel bad now.
Here's the pitch. Over below, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, yeah, duh. I mean, so Triolo would be 1. No, he was 19 or 18?
19, yeah.
Yeah, he was 19. Oh, man.
1 standing in the field right now. 1's standing in the dugout. Or sitting, maybe. Here's the pitch. Swing and a high pop-up foul territory, first base side.
Oh, yeah. I had to look out to right field to figure that one out.
That's
Brian
right.
Reynolds.
That's right. And the other player was originally with Atlanta in their minor league system, but was declared a free agent.
G1 Bay.
Yes.
Gosh, yeah. All
So
right.
he's been in the system a long time.
I feel really bad.
That's it.
I apologize to the fans.
It's
for taking
minutia
that long
that I
on that.
have interest in.
No, I do too. I just was surprised it took me that long to figure it out.
Here's a 1-2, a swing and a foul right off the end of the bat. Mayo fouled back that slider. Man at first, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, tied at 1. Pirates and Orioles. Mayo hitting at 189. And he'll take a timeout.
Yeah, literally, as Braxton Ashcraft was in his delivery, it's nothing more that irritates the pitcher and the catcher than an umpire giving timeout right when the pitcher actually lifts his leg up. Especially a lot of guys now. For me, you think about just the sensitivity to all the arm injuries.
Head 1-2, the pitch. And did he offer on that slider down the way? No, says Alan Porter. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tuesday nights at all Burgatory locations, the Pittsburgh Brewing Company key account of the game. Burgatory from 8 to close on Tuesday nights. They offer you half off IC light drafts and half off wings at all Burgatory locations. The pitch. That's down low and away. 3-2. Tonight is Tuesday.
And now with this 3-2 count with 1 out, a 1-1 ball game, we'll see if the Orioles want to start the runner here at the bottom of the order.
Beavers has stolen 1 base. And he won't go, and is swinging a foul off the end of the bat again. That slider just runs right off the barrel. And Ashcraft, in his time in the major leagues, he has the 3rd lowest barrel percentage of any regular pitcher.
I tell you, he's a big man with some with some power coming down that mound.
Beavers not going on the pitch. Swung through and missed. Mayo is down on strikes. And that's 8 different Orioles who have struck out tonight.
I was just challenging you. Here's my best fastball. And a nice hold pattern for Braxton Ashcraft, just in case they wanted to start the runner. Kind of held the ball there for about 4 seconds before he decided to deliver that strikeout.
Swinging a foul back and strike 1.
That was a severe ricochet off the facade to the second level here, and that ball made it almost all the way back down to the field on a hop. Went off somebody's shoulder.
1 strike on Jackson Holliday, and the pitch swinging a foul back. Now 2 strikes. Well, the Orioles have been mired in a stretch where their hitters have struck out double digits in 8 straight games. Tonight they've struck out 8 times. We're just in the 5th inning. Holliday's the only Oriole to have not struck out tonight. 0-2, runner goes, and he strikes out. Swinging with the runner going, so every Oriole has struck out tonight and through just 5 innings. We'll go to the 6th, still tied at 1 here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City. And Reynolds will lead things off. Facing Kyle Bradish at 63 pitches through 5. Curveball swung through and missed. Strike 1 on Reynolds, who has walked and struck out tonight. Tommy Pham and then Andrew McCutchen to follow. And the pitch guided toward second on the ground for Holliday and flips it on to first, 1 out.
Yeah, back-to-back breaking balls. That one fooled Brian Reynolds. He's looking dead red fastball and excuse me swing and a little weak ground ball to second base. But even in that, his footsteps down the line of frustration were at full speed. just running angry, but still running.
Angry runs, yes. Here is Tommy Pham. And there's a strike. How many times do you think it happens over the course of the year where there's a bobble or something that is unforeseen on a routine ball and you're safe because of that?
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but when it does, man, it does make you feel good that you were ready. Oh, my.
Swing and a liner caught by Bradish. Look what I found. 2 outs.
Have you seen anybody make harder outs over the last 4 months than Tommy Pham? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it has been something. He has hit the ball so hard over the last 3.5 to 4 months, and it's just been something to watch. His outs are hard, and he hit that stretch where for 2 months it just like seemed like everything was falling.
Yeah, if it gets by the pitcher right there, who knows if it might be ticketed for center field. There's a strike on an inside curveball to McCutchen, who's 1 for 2.
Yeah, so often those middle infielders, they shade the opposite side right up the middle.
Swing and a fly ball, routine out to center for Cowser. He's underneath it for the final out. Still tied at 1, bottom of the 6th, coming out from Baltimore right here on the Pirates Radio Network. Presented by Iron City and IC Light. Field line. This is deep toward the wall, and it is gone. A home run, the opposite field for Jeremiah Jackson. A rare home run against Braxton Ashcraft, and the Orioles take a 2-1 lead here in the 6th.
Yeah, Jeremiah Jackson, we shared earlier, he is one of those talented players here for the Baltimore Orioles. A young player, 25 years old, and he's gotten off to a heck of a start. Looking dead red fastball, got a fastball up out over the plate, up and away, and just went with the pitch and just caught it just nicely. Brian Reynolds is hoping that ball would carry him off this high wall here in the ballpark, but it's found its way over the top of it.
And there's a strike, so that's just the 2nd home run allowed by Ashcraft. He came into tonight's action with the 2nd lowest home run rate in baseball, behind Yohan Duran. That's outside, and now 1 ball and 1 strike on Gunnar Henderson. So the hot rookie homers for the O's. And it's outside to Henderson. 2 balls and a strike. It's the 3rd longest stretch for a Pirate before he gave up his 2nd career home run. They've been able to keep track of things since 1974, so about a half century of baseball. Swinging a foul back, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stats Perform gave us this. Eddie Whitson and Don Robinson are the only 2 Pirates pitchers to start their careers with more innings pitched before giving up their second career home run, and that was both in the late 70s. A list that Skeens is not on, which is rare.
It is rare.
3-2 on Gunnar Henderson. Nobody out in the sixth, and Ashcraft delivers. Swung through and missed. Gave him 97 and strikes him out. 10 strikeouts for the Orioles in a 9th straight game. And that is the most games in a row that the Orioles have ever done that.
Yeah, nice comeback for Braxton Ashcraft after giving up that leadoff home run for this inning to get a very tough Gunnar Henderson on a good fastball up in the zone once again to get that punch out.
And there's a strike to Ryan Mountcastle. Every Pirates opponent striking out before the 5th inning or through the first 5 innings. And thanks to Jesse Abrahams with stats performed tonight, tells us the last time that happened was on a 2016 game about this time of year against the Phillies. Ivan Nova struck out every different Phillies hitter through the first 5 innings of that game. So we're going to foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mountcastle. 2-1 Orioles here. 1 out in the 6th. We'll get to that idea in a moment.
Yeah, Braxton Ashcraft a little disappointed himself. That fastball split the plate right down the middle.
Here's a 1-2 coming. Swinging the ball hit off the end of the bat to right. Reynolds coming on, and he'll make the catch for the second out. Now 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Thanks to all of our affiliates that carry Pirates baseball, including WETZ 1330 AM in New Martinsville, West Virginia. First one, the Cowsers in there for a strike. Well, they had a gang of stars here with the Orioles, and many of them on the injured list this year. There's a swing and a miss, 2 strikes. Tony Manzolino, the interim manager, saying before the game today, roughly estimates 8 to 10 players from that opening day roster have been active over the last couple of months.
Yeah, it was quite the fall off, obviously, with the Orioles. They were such a good team last year. You can see it building over the last several years. You can see it coming. And they jumped on the scene and what they were able to do last season. But this year, obviously with the injuries, a lot of changes and a lot of things you just did not want to see if you're an Orioles fan.
2-strike pitch from Braxton Ashcraft, down it in 1-2.
But the one thing you have seen is those 2 guys up the middle. Both of them well over 500 at bats. They're out there every single day. You can build around that a little bit.
Yeah, one's 24, one's 21. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The curveball misses to Cowser. Yeah, the Orioles won 52 games in 2021. Then they won 83 the next year. Then they won 101 the next year. 91 last year. Here's the pitch. Down and in again, this time with a slider. So from 0-2 to 3-2 against Cowser here with 2 outs in the 6th. Go-ahead home run by Jeremiah Jackson, the rookie, putting the Orioles in the lead, 2-1 here in the 6th. Opposite field home run for Jackson. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer. Gloved by Ashcraft. And he'll flip it on to first for the out. And the inning is through. The Orioles take the lead 2-1 right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by 9 pitches. And he offers, swinging a liner over the leaping second baseman Holiday and into center. A base hit for Nick Gonzalez. First pitch swinging. It's just the Pirates' second hit since the first.
And that was a big one. That was a line drive. That was smoke. That might have been the hardest line drive I've seen Nick Gonzalez hit. That ball just kept going. One of those the second baseman jump for and the center fielder almost make the catch.
Yeah, you're not exaggerating. Gonzalez is on. Pirates with 4 hits tonight off Bradish. They're out hitting the Orioles, but Baltimore leads 2-1 because of their home run. The pitch and the curveball in there for a strike to Cruz, who had a base hit his last time up. 2-strike at bat.
Yeah, we just evaluate O'Neill Cruz's at bats over the last 6 weeks in particular. It just seems to get down in the count so often and so quick.
Here's an 0-1, and he'll take a curve low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a lot of times that's just due to O'Neill Cruz looking to get a pitch elevated up in the zone above him. At the big league level, anything above the knees is elevated. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But pitchers are working that bottom of the zone off speed or fastballs down and away to get ahead in that count. And then it just kind of turns south from there for O'Neill Cruz.
Here's a 1-1 and a swing and a foul on a high and in curveball or slider, perhaps. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cruz.
Yeah, now this is where, with 2 strikes, and O'Neill has been in that case where he's seen so many pitches that are in zone. A lot of them that take him for strikes. You just got to get used to find a way to fight off those tough pitches. If you're going to hit with 2 strikes like this, it has to get a lot better at this level.
And that 2-strike hit his last time, and the pitch instead he'll take strike 3 on a fastball, and 1 out.
And it's just almost like Groundhog Day for O'Neill Cruz over the last 6 or 7 weeks. It's been so frustrating to watch for so many, including himself.
Here's Henry Davis, 0 for 2. And he'll take a slider in there for a strike. Donnie Kelly said before the game, we want to see the joy from him, the joy in competing and the aggressiveness. That's when O'Neill Cruz is at his best.
Yeah, and that's why it's so tough to want to see that, be way more aggressive early in the count.
Here's an 0-1, a swing and a foul. Well, baseball has so many idioms, right? And go down swinging, right? That is one of them, and that is applicable here.
Yeah, it's no doubt. I always go back to that rule of thumb. Never seen anybody strike out, before getting to 2 strikes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you see an issue with strikeouts, then be super aggressive early in the count on anything out over the plate. And with the length that O'Neill Cruz has and the ability to hit balls foul pole to foul pole.
0-2, up and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Henry.
Yeah, you'd like to think that he has he have a better opportunity to have some success, and because the speed plays. It's not like a guy that doesn't run well and he hits from the left side. So, putting the ball in play more often than not for a guy like that is going to result, obviously, in some opportunities for hits.
1-2, Davis takes down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, no one hits the ball harder in baseball, but he puts it in play some of the least amount.
Yes.
So
comfortably.
But you think about that, and then you'd want him to put it in play the most. He's not going to get the most, but you'd want him to. So striving to do that more makes a lot of sense. 2-2 the count with a man at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Bradish. Strike 3 call. Davis will take a fastball, strike 3. So after the leadoff single, the Pirates take 2 fastballs for a strike 3 call. Bradish off after a 7-pitch 5th and a 6-pitch 6th inning. Will now face the number 9 man, Cam Devaney. Gonzalez does not have a steal since September of last year.
And that's one way forward when you look at Nick Gonzalez.
The pitch, down low and away, ball 1.
Really would like to see him improve this last month of the season on his base running overall. I mean, take some educated risk. You have Tarek Brock over there that studies all these guys tremendously well. Start utilizing some of that above average speed to get in scoring position.
Here's a 1-0 and a swing and a high fly ball to center. Cowser back just shy of the warning track, and the right is center. He'll make the catch, and the inning ends. The leadoff single left right there for the Pirates. And we'll stretch in Baltimore with the Orioles leading 2-1 right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City. And
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm not facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance, not the life I want.
ball one from Braxton Ashcraft, Emmanuel Rivera, and then Dylan Beavers, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Ashcraft beginning his third inning of relief. He offers and a swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Pham back near the track, and he'll make the catch. One out, probably shy of the original left field wall, and well shy of the old new wall, and almost to the warning track of the current wall.
F7.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
One out, yeah.
I tell you what, it got my attention because it sounded very loud, though.
Rivera, half swing strike. But Basayo's a terrific story. Catchers typically take longer to develop, come to the major leagues, etc. He's just 21 years old. And then you think about it, he was signed out of the Dominican Republic 4 years ago, and he's already in the major leagues. Good play by Cam Devaney at third base. He has really played a fantastic third base defensively.
I tell you what, and you know, obviously, anytime you see a ball hit in a Pirate uniform over the last 4, 5, 6 years, I mean, you know what's been over there. It's been gold. And so you look at these plays that are being made. That was a tough play because he fielded it with his backhand. And you don't see that very often. He had enough time, and I didn't think the throw was going to be as accurate. But that backhand play on that slow roller is a tough one to make body control-wise. And he threw a nice little strike over there to Spencer Horwitz.
Outside ball one to Dylan Beavers with 2 outs here in the 7th. Ashcraft coming home, and there's a strike filling up the zone with a fastball at 96, 1-1. And to me, it feels like the more elite third baseman will use their glove more than the bare hand on a play like that. But it's not easy. Way outside now, 2-1.
Yeah, on that play, I mean, I would be very disappointed if he ever tried to use a bare hand on that play. Just because the ball's hit hard enough where you don't need it. But I was surprised he didn't come around and get that from the forehand instead of the backhand play.
Late swing and a miss by Beavers. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The only hit that Ashcraft has given up is a go-ahead home run by Jeremiah Jackson. That came in the 6th. 2-1 Orioles. And the 2-2 pitch coming from the big righty. Swinging a foul off to the left. 97. Texas heat from Ashcraft.
Yeah, the Orioles do have someone up in the bullpen.
Pitch, down and in, 3-2.
Let's see if this might be it for Bradish. He might not come back out.
Well, even though his pitch count is in good shape at just 81, this is his third major league start since coming off of Tommy John surgery. 3-2, and he just missed outside ball 4. So a second walk by Beavers. 2-out men on for Kobe Mayo coming up. And 6 innings for Bradish has been the max so far. So they've kept him right around that 80 to 85 pitch marker anyway. The Orioles bullpen has been in flux, to say the least, in recent times. So a one-run game is anyone's game. The pitch, high and in, ball 1 to Mayo. And Henry Davis will come out and confer with Ashcraft.
Yeah, that's a great trip by Henry Davis. And so many times it's the little things that really do make a big difference. You shared earlier about the ERA that Henry Davis is calling games behind that plate. And this trip right here is basically based to get Braxton Ashcraft back on this hitter. It's time in the number 9 hitter. You do not want to line up to turn over. With Jackson Holliday coming up on deck. Make sure you get back into this count immediately and get the Pirates offense back into the dugout and see if they can get a couple runs.
And thinking about it, a one-run game is anyone's game, but when you get to be 2 and 3 runs and there's a strike 1-1 in the 8th inning, that can change things dramatically. So
yeah, that's a nice trip too. Obviously, Henry Davis gets that count back to even for Braxton Ashcraft.
Here's a 1-1, down low and away, kind of falling off and not finishing that slider. It's 2-1. Ashcraft throwing 3 fewer pitches than Burrows did. Burrows went the first 4. Here's the 2-1, swinging a ground ball, hit hard, foul right up the third base line. There's extra foul territory along the left field line here and would have rambled around out there for a long time.
It really would have, and that ball was not close. Or I should say it was very close to being fair. Stayed fair a long time, and then all of a sudden, nice little hook. Probably one of the more interesting foul lines now with the change of everything down the left field line. So many things can happen down there.
He gets deep in a hurry. An angled wall out there. It's kind of like a hockey board.
And then it's within the left field, like that wall is almost flat, where the 333 line is here, right by the foul post, almost flat. So it either gets stuck right there in that corner or it can just carry him down around.
Toss over to first. And Beavers is back. 2-1 Orioles. We're in the 7th. Man at first, 2 outs. 2-2 on Kobe Mayo. Long wait by Ashcraft. Another toss over. His second disengagement.
That's a nice long hold by Braxton Ashcraft. Just to see if there's a potential lean of anything at first base.
Not running, and pitch swung on and popped up shallow left field. It'll be the shortstop Triolo to track it down in fair ground along the line for the final out. So the Orioles strand a man. We're through 7 from Baltimore, and the Orioles lead 2-1 on the Pirates.
1 record, 3.51 ERA. That's 25 and 2/3 innings pitched with 28 punch-outs.
5'9" right-hander to work to Jared Triolo and fires a strike on a slider in there. Kyle Bradish went the first 7. Gave up 4 hits, a run. It was earned, 2 walks, struck out 6. Removed after 81 pitches. Currently in line for a victory. Triolo hits it in the air, shallow center. And it will be the center fielder, Cowser, to come on and 1 out. Here is Spencer Horwitz. Garcia has pitched for the Rockies and the Giants and the Orioles 3 years ago, and the Oakland A's and the Nationals, and then started the year with the Mets, and then pitched for the Yankees, then went back to the Mets, and is now with the Orioles.
He's like the Kenny Lofton of pitching.
There's a strike. Except he's only gets a handful of games with each of these teams. 30th rounder of the Rockies out of Hawaii Pacific University, drafted 9 years ago.
Yeah, 4-pitch pitcher, 4-seam fastball, curveball he likes to use, and a slider and a changeup.
And the Orioles decimated with injury, and then they traded away guys. There's a swing and a miss, 1 and 2. So some unproven guys trying to protect late leads. Doesn't mean they can't get it done. They just haven't done it at the big league level yet. He's 31 years old.
Well, you want to feel at some point the advantage switches over to the Pirates late in this game, but running out of time.
They got the top of the order up here in this 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Horwitz swinging a foul back. He had the Pirates extra base hit tonight, the double, and scored the Pirates run back in the first inning. Pirates out hitting the Orioles 4-3, but Baltimore leading 2-1. Orioles have hit the home run in the game. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Two gone and nobody on for Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds has one thing on his mind. That's getting a good pitch that he can pick up an extra base hit on. Something elevated out over the plate.
He's been among the leaders in extra base hits since the All-Star break. Take a first pitch strike and a curveball plopped in there from Garcia. 51st Major League game for Garcia. 5.72 career ERA coming in. Pitch swung through and missed. 2 strikes.
Well, that fastball jumped up on Brian Reynolds. 96 miles per hour, just thrown right by him. It's the one you don't see very often. Brian Reynolds not ready to get a good fastball, and that one really took off.
Two to 1 Baltimore. Here in the 8th, 2 outs, nobody on. Garcia delivers, swinging a foul back, elevated changeup over the outer third. Fouled it back, 2 strikes. It was belt high. Same spot as the previous fastball. 0-2, swinging a foul again, elevating the fastball. That time at the top of the zone. Everything is away from Reynolds, allowing him to extend those arms. Maybe he can pull one over that tall wall and right and tie this game up. 2-1 Baltimore here in the 8th. 2-strike pitch. Misses in, not by much.
No, not at all. that pitch was well in the zone. Brian Reynolds gets a call. Let's see if he can utilize that extra pitch and maybe get some good contact on this next one.
And now 1-2, bounced up there on that changeup, 2-2.
And when you get a call as a hitter, you know if you get a call that favors you, you almost feel like, oh boy, this next one I better be swinging. Thank goodness that next pitch was in the dirt. Non-competitive pitch. Brian Reynolds didn't have to go after that one.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Brian Reynolds. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, hit hard, knocked down by the shortstop Henderson. Picks it up, throws, and he's out narrowly, and that ends the 8th inning. Pirates will hold it up for just a moment. The Orioles have a 2-1 lead.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a bit of discontent. I'm only facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a bit of discontent. I'm only facing it
Orioles, they have 2-1. They lead the Pirates here in the bottom of the 8th. Braxton to Jackson, and a strike. Holiday 1 out of 3. Here's the 0-1 pitch, outside, ball and a strike. Jeremiah Jackson with a home run in the 6th. That's the difference-making hit, and the only hit so far that Ashcraft has allowed through his 3 innings of relief. Here's the pitch, outside. Sinker ran away from the lefty batter. It's 2 balls and a strike. Who will the Orioles use to close the game? Will they keep Garcia in? He's never saved a major league game. Curve inside, 3-1. They've used a tandem of Keegan Aiken, a lefty, and Yanir Cano, who a couple of years ago was an all-star, but pitched a mediocre this year. Right-hander. Swinging a foul back, 3-2. Let's step out, 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Pirates will get Kyle Nicholas warming. Ashcraft on 3-2. Swinging a foul back. Fastball at the top of the zone at 97.
Well, so important to get this lead man here for Braxton Ashcraft.
Full count on Jackson Holiday. And Henry Davis thinking the same thing. He's going to come out and chat. Keep this a one-run game.
So important. The speed of these young Orioles. They do have speed and power in this lineup. So they can beat in a lot of different ways. Lead off walk or anything of that nature against a guy like this, you almost guarantee they're going to have some motion in this inning somehow. Starting runners, running around the bases. They're going to take some pride in trying to produce an extra run.
Ashcraft on 3-2 is swinging a ball rope to right. Reynolds coming on. He'll have to trap it on a hop base hit. Second hit tonight for Holiday, and he's on to start the 8th.
Yeah, that's okay. You can live with that, and thank goodness Brian Reynolds was able to catch that in-between hop as he dove down to his knees and kept that ball in front of him, because it was hit from the left-hander and was definitely looping really quickly. Brian Reynolds able to knock it down and keep it in his glove. Keep that from being extra bases.
So Holiday with 15 steals. He's been thrown out 10 times. We got the pitch to Jeremiah Jackson, came in, and did he swing? No, it hit him. Hit by pitch. And that was that running two-seamer that's gotten big here in this 8th inning.
Yeah, we want to check and see if there was a check swing on that one, because it was pretty
They did
close.
check.
Well, no, we're
Oh,
checking.
I see.
We are checking.
Well, they can't appeal a check swing, but they can appeal the hit by pitch.
And it definitely hit him, and he definitely did not go.
And so 2 on and nobody out here. And they've had Nicholas warming. Well, Jackson, who had just homered his last time up.
Oh, it caught him right on the right elbow, the tip of the elbow. Looking at the monitor. Yeah, that one's going to get him out of the game, just a double check.
Yeah, for the right-handed batter, that's that rear elbow. They don't have a guard on the rear elbow.
Yeah, a little check swing, and that right elbow gets exposed into the strike zone. And now Donnie Kelly will take a trip to the mound. Now first and second with nobody out.
So Johnson for Jackson running. And that's going to be it for Braxton Ashcraft tonight. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Ring Central. Every moment matters. 2-1 Orioles, 2 on and nobody out for Baltimore here in the 8th. We're back after this message here on the Pirates Radio Network.
If your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm not facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you
On it makes it so much more difficult to come back in this game.
Yeah, I don't think you can ask to be put in a more difficult situation as a reliever. You come in and you go against 3, 4, 5 with first and second and nobody out. And that's what Kyle Nicholas has to work with. See if he can put up a 0.
First pitch. And a curveball low for ball 1. One of the best swing and miss curveballs in the game today. And you think, okay, you got left, right, left, left coming up. Why a right-handed pitcher? Well, Nicholas, lefties hit just 167 against him. With not much power. There's the 1-0. Curve again. It misses down and in. 2-0.
And so often, a lot of times, I mean, let's face it, you don't have a ton load of lefties that you can go with, but you go with the best pitcher, with whoever you can feel to get the best out and get outs.
2-0 from Nicholas, high and away, 3-0. And at times in his career, the walks have sprung up in this recent stretch that I mentioned, 10 scoreless innings, 2 walks in that time. But he's behind 3-0 on Henderson with nobody out, 2 men on, and the pitch. It's a strike on the inner edge. Henderson threw the bat away, or was about to. But it was 98 right on that inner edge. It's 3-1.
Yeah, that gives you a pretty good indication of where you want to go. That ball, that 98-mile-per-hour fastball, has to run back over the inside part of the corner. A little late life for Kyle Nicholas. That gives you an idea, though, what Gunnar Henderson is looking for, something out over the plate. Let's see if they choose to go back in there now.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied him up.
They
That
did.
slider at 3-2.
Yeah, that hard slider got the chase down at the bottom of the zone, but it came out of that same window that he just got through seeing that fastball, so I thought he could kind of get the barrel moving. Here's a big pitch here.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a fly ball left of center. It'll be Pham and Cruz. Cruz will round it and make the catch with that excellent arm. Fires it into the cutoff man, and that holds the runners 1 out.
O'Neal Cruz did a nice job of getting over there, playing almost straight up, a little bit to pull side for Henderson. He had to go a long way to get behind that ball. Because he was behind it and Tommy Pham's running away from it, O'Neal Cruz called Tommy Pham off wisely.
Henderson, their most dangerous hitter. And Nicholas gets him out. So 1 away. That keeps the double play intact for Ryan Mountcastle. The pitch. And that slider darted in to the righty batter. Missed. Ball 1.
That's the perfect time to get that ground ball. Just thinking, Joe, we haven't turned a double play today.
And he's been in these situations a couple of times now. Doesn't hit too many ground balls. He's a launch guy, but doesn't mean he can't.
Yeah, let's launch a ground ball to
There
one
you
of
go.
our defenders.
Ball 1 to the right-handed batting Ryan Mountcastle. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball on 2 hops to third. They'll go around the horn to second for 1. Relay 2. A double play. Just what KY said. A 5-4-3 double play ends the inning. Kyle Nicholas strands the 2 runners, and we'll go to the 9th with a 2-1 Orioles lead right here on the Pirates Radio Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally losing it The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick
Near Cano.
Yanier Cano will come in with a 3-6 record, making his 59th appearance. He has a couple saves on the year, 51 and 2/3 innings pitched, and 49 strikeouts. And he'll attack with a good 2-seam fastball A slider and a changeup. Has a split finger and a cutter he uses as well. 3/4 arm delivery.
Tommy Pham in there, and he'll take inside for ball one. McCutchen and then Gonzalez due to follow. Pirates need a run.
And boy, do they.
They got one in the first inning, and that's been it. Here's the pitch. Slung in there for a strike, and that sinker from Cano, who was an all-star a couple of years ago. This year, 2 for 5 in save opportunities. Here's the pitch. Backing up on that slider. It's 2-1 coming in on the righty batter.
Yeah, let's see if Tommy Pham can look for a dead red two-seamer middle in here after that loss of that slider. Almost feel like you got to look dead red fastball here.
The pitch. Swinging a bouncer foul up third.
Yeah, he got it. Unfortunately, it ran up off the plate. Wasn't able to get up in front of it a little bit. And that's always a tough thing. It's hitting is tough. Big 3/4 arm delivery guy.
Here comes a 2-2 and a swing and a bouncer foul into the Pirate dugout up third.
You have to pick your spots, and once you pick right, you got to hope that you can beat the ball to the spot. Now you just got to find a way to battle.
2-2. Swing and a bouncer foul up third base side again. Pirates down 2-1 in the ninth. The Orioles will have the left-hander Keegan Aiken up in case Cruz bats here in the ninth. He's due up fourth. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a fly ball to left. Hit well. Johnson back to the wall. Leaps it. There it goes. A game-tying home run. Tommy Pham ties it in the ninth for the Pirates.
Oh, boy. Tommy Pham continues to hit missiles as he talks to the dugout and letting them know as he rounds third base, yes, I am that guy. What a missile. 2 strike. Looking to put the ball in play. Fouled off some tough pitches. And he ended up just hitting a line drive literally over that 363 left field sign.
That's not a home run last year in this ballpark. They move the dimensions, and it gets out, and the game is tied. There's a strike. He hit it over Cowser, that Bowser blast by Tommy Pham, his 9th of the season.
Remember when we were talking about how hard he has been hitting the ball?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It was a line drive home run.
It literally was a line drive.
Down low and away, 1 ball to 1 strike to McCutchen, who hit the previous home run by the Pirates back on Wednesday. And drove in the other Pirates run tonight. That came back in the first inning. So we will have a bottom of the ninth. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. And because Kyle Nicholas came on with 2 on and nobody out and got out of that jam on 8 pitches, it stayed a 1-run game.
That is so true. What a great point. I mean, just first and second, nobody.
2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now that home run, when Tommy Pham, like 80 years old, he's going to talk about that home run. He's going to say, I hit a home run so hard, the shortstop and the left fielder jumped for it.
Here's the 2-2 to catch it. It's outside. 3-2 now. Nobody out here in this 9th inning. And that home run means that Cruz will bat in this inning. Cano allowing his 7th home run. He has blown the save. 2 for 6 now. 3-2 coming. Swinging a high pop-up. Back of second. And Holiday into the outfield grass. He'll make the catch. 1 out. And by rule, Cano must face a third hitter, so Nick Gonzalez will bat against him. Tommy Pham has tied the game with a leadoff home run here in the 9th. The Pirates, when trailing after 8 innings this season, have won once. They are 1-70. And they got a shot tonight. The pitch, down low for ball 1. They can keep on scoring if they want to.
I would like that.
Cano on a 1-0 outside. 2 balls to nothing.
Oh, boy, here we go. This is what the Pirates fan came to see right here. Nick Gonzalez A 2-0 count.
Had a base hit his last time out. And the pitch. Backup slider almost hit him 3-0.
Hey, what do you do right here? Another young hitter that's aggressive in the count.
.30 coming, and he sees a strike. Tommy Pham with that home run, the first Pirates go-ahead or game-tying home run in the ninth or later, hit by the Pirates this season. Comes in game number 145. Tying this game at 2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, slowly hit up third and foul. Full count on Nick Gonzalez. Keegan Aiken is ready if needed. Pirates hope to go back to the hotel tonight with a victory.
Yeah, 3-2 count against Andrew McCutcheon. Ended up getting a slider. Now Nick Gonzalez in that same situation.
And a slow ground ball to short. Henderson on the run, throws out Gonzalez for the second out. Well, the Pirates didn't get in too deep with the deficit because of Kyle Nicholas. Kept it a one-run game, and Tommy Pham ties it with the home run. Tony Manzolino, the interim manager, is going to come out and make this pitching change. So that's it for Cano. It's Aiken versus Cruz, or a pinch hitter, when we return. 2-2 game here in the ninth. Back after this on the Pirates Radio Network.
At AHN Sports Medicine, we know injuries. Tears, tweaks, pops, pulls.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call.
Props, and Tommy Pham has put this Bucco team back in this game.
Tied at 2, and Cruz will stay in to face the lefty. 1 out of 3 tonight, had a 2-strike single in the 4th. Here's the pitch, and he'll look at a strike. Cruz hitting 105 against lefties. Last hit against the lefty was July the 11th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Down and in slider. 2 strikes.
2 strikes. Can't say enough about it.
Yeah, he's had more than 250 at-bats with 2 strikes on him this year out of the 427 that he came into the game with tonight. Here's an 0-2. And just missed off the plate away with the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, no matter what, like even how you go down should be something to be marveled at. In this situation, just stay on that ball away more than anything. Just don't let him punch you out.
1-2, and just missed down and away with the slider that time. 2-2. That 0-2 fastball was just off the plate, but with his long arms, 6'7", elevated like that's a hittable pitch, I think.
I've seen him go left field and right field with that pitch.
2-2. This one's way off the plate. 3-2. Good take for Cruz. Was worked the count full. Got Henry Davis next. Anything close, give it a rip. 3-2. And he'll take the walk. It wasn't close. So Aiken walks the left-handed batter. He was to face Henry Davis, but Joey Bart will pinch hit for him. Bart hits .306 against left-handed pitching. And he'll bat for Henry Davis here.
Now this brings an interesting point now with Joey Bart, the ability to hit an extra base hit. You have O'Neal Cruz, who is obviously a base threat of stolen bases. With the pinch hitter, you don't want to necessarily set O'Neal Cruz off and you lose that pinch hitter this at bat, even though Joey Bart will stay in the game. You almost want to let that bat kind of do whatever it needs to do before you give O'Neal Cruz the green light to try to steal this base.
Drew French, the pitching coach, will come out.
Yeah, so in other words, allow Joey Bart to get a couple good swings in to see if he can have an extra base hit to score O'Neal. But if he gets the 2 strikes, then you look for O'Neal to maybe try to steal it back then.
And Aiken has done a good job throughout his career at holding runners, too. A left-handed pitcher as well. So not a high likelihood anyhow. Now Bart thrives off fastballs about the speed that Aiken throws it. So you might see.
Would that be 95?
Low 90s, lower 90s. This is that's his pitch. That's his best pitch. And off lefty, he's really thrived on it this year. That's down low and away, ball 1. So what does Aiken do? He tries to throw him a backdoor slider, misses way off the plate. And of course, if he gets that slider a little bit elevated down and in.
Tell you what, he falls behind the count. He may be in business.
Here's the 1-0, and it's down in the dirt. Again, another slider, 2-0. He's not going to throw him a fastball, at least not yet. Now, the left fielder, Johnson, playing way off the line. He's about straight away, maybe even shaded a bit towards center from that perch. And so anything hit over the third baseman, Rivera, who's playing the line,
yes,
that's extra bases.
No doubt. Any ball that touches the outfield wall, O'Neal Cruz is scoring.
The pitch, way outside, 3-0. So Aiken has walked the first man after being ahead 2 quick strikes. And now is behind Bart, 3-0.
I really like the matchup Joey Bart gets on. I like Cam Devaney in this left-handed pitcher matchup.
Bart will see a strike. Got a fastball laid in there at 94, 3-1. Cruz at first, a run in on the leadoff home run by Pham. We're tied at 2 in the 9th. 3-1 pitch. Bart takes the strike. A change up right on the inner edge.
It's almost like Joey Bart was taking all the way. I mean, he didn't look ready to hit at all, that 3-1 pitch.
Now he's got 2 strikes on him. Cruz will be on the move in the pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. Back-to-back walks by Aiken. By rule, he has to face one more hitter, and it'll be Devaney.
I really do like this matchup, Joe. For whatever reason, Cam Devaney's had some pretty good swings this evening. Now versus the lefty. Let's see if he can get ahead of the count or catch a fastball out over the plate early. 0 for 3 on the evening, but he flew out, just missed the pitch to left field and also one to center.
The pitch, and Devaney swings through it, strike 1. Challenged him with the fastball right away. Well, Cruz is the go-ahead run. He's at second base here with 2 outs. Base hit past the infield gives the Pirates the lead. Here's the pitch. Swinging high, pop-up, foul territory, and will reach the seats. 2 strikes.
Yeah, a couple of fastballs. Definitely Cam Devaney won both of those pitches back. They were up out over the plate. Fortunately, he couldn't square him up enough. Now the advantage definitely goes to the left-hand pitcher, Aiken.
This will tell you a lot about young Cam Devaney. Young in terms of big league sense. First couple weeks in the big leagues. A pitch. He'll take strike 3 with 2 on. He took a fastball with the go-ahead run on at second base for strike 3 looking. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 2 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a bit of discontent. I'm fucking facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely.
2.36 ERA, 61 innings pitched with 50 punch-outs.
We'll face Colton Cowser to lead it off. Lefty batter 0 for 3. The pitch. And there for a strike, got the slider over. Santana's been very good against lefty batters, and the Orioles have many in the lineup tonight.
That just shows you how nasty his slider is.
Here's an 0-1. And right back with another, strike 2.
And the command of it. You go slider to get ahead in the count, 0-1, and then throws that backdoor slider down and away. Catch the outside part of the plate down below the knees.
Here's an 0-2, and it's down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cowser.
Yeah, obviously Joey Bart remains in the game behind the plate.
He batted for Davis last inning and walked. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the slider. Santana starts the bottom of the 9th with a strikeout, 1 out, and we got a pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Another lefty batter, Samuel Basayo, 0 for 3 tonight. Pitch, swinging a foul back. Got the fastball at 95, strike 1.
Yeah, nice healthy hack by Basayo. Put a jolt into one opposite field, flying out to Tommy Pham earlier in the 7th. Real loud noise, so he has power to all fields. Has to be careful with that left-handed hitter not to put that slider in that wheelbarrow down and into those lefties.
He hit 23 home runs in Norfolk in 76 games. Basayo trying to hold up and could not on that inside slider. He's down 2 strikes.
Yeah, nice pitch. Looks like the fastball out of hand, but that slider, that back foot slider from Dennis Santana was a good pitch.
2-2 ball game. Orioles batting in the bottom of the 9th. 1 out. Nobody on. Santana delivers. Down and in. And blocked by Bart. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, lefty batters over the last 4 seasons combined hit just 180 off Santana.
That's just unheard of.
for a right-handed pitcher. Here's a 1-2. A swing of the ball laced but foul down that right field line. And as we saw with Jeremiah Jackson earlier, you don't need much to get it down that line. It's just 318 to right with that tall wall. One and two on Basayo. Santana ready, and the pitch. Swinging the ball hit to left. Pham backs up and snares it for the second out. 2 gone in the Orioles' 9th. Santana trying to get the Pirates to extra innings. Here's a Manuel Rivera. 0 for 3 tonight. This has been a place where the Pirates seldom win, unless it's the World Series.
Yeah.
The city of Baltimore.
A nice touch, Joe.
They've not won a regular season series here since 1894. Swinging a pop-up. It could be a good start with a win tonight. And Triolo underneath it. He'll make the catch. Let's go to the 10th. Tied up at 2 right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
5.0 ERA, 36 innings pitched, and 37 strikeouts. This situation, you almost anticipate Jared Triolo, even with the left-handed bat, possibly, maybe manager Donnie Kelly may look to pinch hit for Spencer Horwitz, but it all depends on what you want to do. If Jared Triolo would be looking to sacrifice bunt here and play for the 1 run.
Triolo is the team's leading hitter slugging against lefties. He leads the Pirates with a .463 slugging against left-handed pitching.
Yeah, these are the decisions you get to make.
And he's going to show bunt. And foul back to the screen.
A little barrel dump there for Triolo, trying to bunt, but let that barrel drop below the hands. Now you almost think that in this situation, I would actually let Triolo hit after watching that bunt attempt, especially with the left-hander. You have a compromised infield playing in right now.
Here's an 0-1, and it's over below 1 ball, 1 strike. In my viewpoint, in extra innings, if you're the visiting team, you're not playing for 1 run.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's why they took the bunt off there for Jared Triolo, who took that pitch down with an even count. See if he can get a good pitch to do some work.
Lift the leg and look back towards second where Bay resides. If you get a run in the top half of the inning, the winning run's at the plate to start the next inning. They can hit a leadoff 2-run home run. And you got a guy who's really hit lefties well all season. Here's the 1-1, and it's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike on Triolo. And that's not just lately. That's for the whole season. Hitting 280 against left-handed pitching.
Yeah, and the advantage really did. We shared earlier in the 8th inning. Advantage goes to the Pirates, just because of the bullpen. That is the strength some of the guys you have coming out of that Pirates bullpen.
Enns delivers inside 3-1. Enns had been with the Tigers earlier this year. Yeah, they've got a lot of guys that they're just trying to fill in the end of the season with. Had a .560 ERA in 7 games with Detroit and pitched in the big leagues 4 years before that. And he'll walk Triolo.
Now here comes the big one here. Now you have Spencer Horwitz, left-hander, versus the lefty Enns, and so you don't see too many times Spencer Horwitz have bunt attempts throughout the course of this season. It's a great opportunity for him to lay down a bunt with Brian Reynolds on deck hitting from the right side. Let's see what manager Donnie Kelly wants to do.
Now he's lifted him in the 8th inning of the games Friday and Saturday against a lefty reliever. He'll take outside for ball 1. Horwitz is left in here. He has never had a sacrifice in the major leagues, at least a successful one, and now a mound chat here. Last time that he laid down a sac bunt successfully was in the Cape Cod League in 2018.
Yeah, and I think this is like, and those are the type of things that you really want when you start looking at building a winning championship caliber team. You want, Spencer Horwitz to be able to recognize the situation here, and right now it's a 1-0 count, a guy struggling. Look for a fastball right down the middle of the plate and get to pull side with some hard contact. And if you don't get that, and you go down in the count 1-1, now you look to go ahead and get that bunt down to get those runners in a position so you can win this ball game.
2 on, nobody out. The pitch, swinging a ground ball right to second, should be 2. On to short for 1, relay 2. A double play. 4-6-3. That advances Bay to third, but now there's 2 outs, and the game's still tied at 2 here in the 10th.
Well, you got the pitch you wanted. The one thing you can't do is put it on the ground. And unfortunately, that's exactly what Spencer Horwitz did. Doesn't run well anyway, but that ball was smoked, put right at the second baseman for a very easy double play.
Brian Reynolds 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. Bay at third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Reynolds came into tonight hitting at .303 with runners in scoring position. Facing Dietrich Enns. And the pitch, swing and a miss, threw it right by him again in 94. Enns his 30th major league game tonight. He's 34 years old. Teammates with Pirates Director of Pitching Jeremy Bleish with the 2012 Staten Island Yankees. Pitched in Korea, Japan, Joliet, Illinois. 0-2 from Dietrich Enns. A swing and a foul back to Brian Reynolds. Up and in fastball at 95. Yes. 7 different major league organizations for Enns.
Hey, those lefties, they get their work in with Samsonite. A lot of luggage. Dragging all over the country, all over the world.
Bay at third with 2 outs in the 0-2. Outside 1 and 2. Trying to strand the automatic runner. He used Bay to pinch run for Devaney. 2-2 tie ball game, top of the 10th. Pirates trying to score after being afforded that runner in scoring position. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Reynolds down on strikes. Pirates do not score in the top of the 10th. And we'll go to the bottom half, still knotted at 2 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
When it comes to your electric supply, you have a choice.
making his 38th appearance on the season. A 40 innings pitched with 43 strikeouts, a 2.25 ERA, opposing average of 189 against. And Figueroa will come in now as a shortstop for the Pirates. Jared Triolo will move over to third base. Cam Devaney will be removed from the game, and now let's see how the Orioles would like to move forward. Dylan Beavers, I'm sure, will be looking to get to pull side or a bunt, advance this winning run.
And the bunt shown, back to the mound. Mattson fields, bobbles, throws to first. Called out on a close play. Runner will take third no matter what.
And that's unfortunate that Mattson did not field that ball cleanly, because he definitely had a shot at third base. That would have been a nice break for the Pirates. The ball bunted right back out in front of the mound. Looks like the Orioles may want to check to see. It looked like when Mattson threw the ball, he didn't really get a quick
challenging
grip.
the out call at first base.
And this call under review brought to you by Ring Central. Every moment matters.
Yeah, once he fielded the ball, he bobbled it a little bit, and then when he went to re-grip it, he never got that good grip on it. Just threw it over there. I think it might stand. Obviously, the call. Yeah, he's out. But you figure, what the heck, make it a challenge.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, we're in the 10th inning. And Jorge Mateo pinch running for the Orioles. He has advanced to third. The Orioles just need a single run. Mattson has pitched twice in this ballpark. He was with the Orioles in 2021. He was in the game in the 9th inning for Orioles losses and allowed runs both times.
Looking at that play was a lot closer than it should have been. Spencer Horwitz had his foot on the backside on top of the base instead of being on the front part on the inside corner of that base. Allowed that ball to have to travel a little bit further. And it looked like he's going to be out regardless. Here we go.
Here's Alan Porter.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Runner is out. Baltimore will lose their challenge.
But Mateo with the winning run, he's at third. The infield will play up. And it's going to be Dylan Carlson to come off the Orioles bench here, a switch hitter who will bat left against Mattson to try to win it. You just want him hit it through that infield or a deep enough fly ball. Outfield will have to come in a little bit. Pirates have suffered 4 walk-off losses here in this ballpark. They haven't played here very often. Mattson, the former Oriole, for the Pirates, delivers. Up high, ball one. One out, man at third. Tie game 2-2 in the bottom of the 10th inning in Baltimore. Carlson, the longtime Cardinal. Infield plays up. Reynolds comes a little bit in and right. The other two outfielders stay put. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Reynolds is pretty shallow there in right field. In this situation, your outfielder is always taught to play where your arm allows you to play. So you always know if you have a shot to throw out the go-ahead run.
1-1, busts him up and in. 2 balls and a strike on Carlson with the top of the order due to follow. Jackson Holliday is on deck. So Beavers with that sac bunt, just the 4th sacrifice bunt by the Orioles all year, the fewest in baseball. Moves that winning run to third. Mateo, the pinch runner. The pitch outside, 3-1 with the fastball from Mattson. Mattson's been one of the top rookie pitchers in baseball this year. He's 30 years old, and his career has been resurrected in Pittsburgh. But it began here in Baltimore, and he'd want nothing more than to send this game to the 11th inning. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. He threw it right by him at 95. It's 3-2.
Yeah, 95, and at the top of the zone where his moneymaker has been all season long. Just a good fastball. Just so many barrels have swung underneath that fastball of Mattson all season. Right now he's looking for one more to do that same trick here to Dylan Carlson here in extra innings.
Mateo at third with 1 out. Orioles batting in the bottom of the 10th. 2-2 tie game. 3-2 from Mattson. Swinging a foul back by Dylan Carlson, pinch hitting. Got to get the 2 hitters. And at least this one, you'd really like a strikeout. Matson will try it again. 3-2 pitch. And he walked him. High fastball. Still 1 out. Jackson Holiday coming up. 2 out of 4. He's grounded into just 4 double plays all year. Speedy, left-handed batting, 21-year-old.
Yeah, but more importantly, they're going to walk him. We said earlier in the game, that 2-hole spot, now it comes into play because with the absence now, Daniel Johnson was the one brought into the game due to the injury of Jeremiah Jackson, that elbow earlier, so now he'll hit with the bases loaded.
And Johnson began the year in the Mexican League. He's found his way to the major leagues. And he's found his way into this situation where he could win it for the Orioles.
There's nowhere to put him. He does run well, and on deck you definitely know Gunnar Henderson is waiting patiently. Here with 1 out.
Force at any base with the bases loaded, 1 out. 2-2 in the 10th. The pitch. High and away, ball 1 from Isaac Matson.
Yeah, no place to put him. The infield is in. Pirates with their backs against the wall here.
Here's a 1-0. Swing and a foul right back. Big cut by Johnson, the left-handed batter. Johnson with the Orioles hitting at 182 without an RBI in brief action. Also has appeared with the Giants this year. Started his year in Mexico with Durango. One out in the 10th. Base is full of Orioles. 2-2 tie. Matson coming home. Swinging a foul right back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Matson throws a fastball 3/4 of the time. You know it's coming as a hitter.
I mean, it is amazing, but it tells you that spin rate on that fastball, it just never comes down. Where you're thinking you're going to hit that ball, you see so many bats either foul the pitch off or swing up underneath it. It's almost like you have to try to hit a ground ball with Isaac Matson. That has to be your approach.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Johnson. Mateo is the runner at third. He was the pinch runner for the automatic runner. Orioles score, they win. Long wait. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Matson threw it by him at 97 for out number 2.
And that's what makes Isaac Matson so amazing. That pitch, that long hold, Joe, more than anything, he held for literally 7 seconds. I was watching the pitch clock, and I'm like, that makes you so uncomfortable as a hitter. And then to unload 97 at the top of the zone, what a pitch by Isaac Matson. Now he has one more hitter to get in Gunnar Henderson.
The best hitter on this team right now. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 1. He delivered that fastball up and in there. Matson threw it past Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 3 tonight. Best fastball hitter in baseball. Best on the team with runners in scoring position. He's got the bases loaded. 0-1. Swing and a miss. And now 2 strikes. He let him have 2 fastballs, and he took 1, swung through the other one.
It's different. It is so different. Just foul tip that just enough. Now they elevate up the zone. You almost feel that that's coming.
Matson trying to get out of a bases-loaded jam in the 10th. 0-2. Swung on and grounded right to short. Peguero just into the game, tags second base, and Matson pumps his fists. He does the improbable here at Camden Yards. Puts up a 0 in the bottom of the 10th inning after the Orioles were poised to win it. We'll go to the 11th. Here still tied at 2 on the Pirates Radio Network.
seconds. I cannot say enough about his ability to hold for 7 seconds, and that punch out was huge.
Dietrich Enns will stay in to pitch the 11th. First pitch is shot foul, strike one by Tommy Pham. He tied this game with a line drive home run in the 9th inning. Brian Reynolds starts the inning as the automatic runner at second. Pham, then McCutchen and Gonzalez. 2-2, we are tied in the 11th inning. Enns, the left-hander, delivers inside 1-1. Luis Vasquez will come into the game and play third base. Ryan Mountcastle moves from DH to first base. The pitcher will bat in the 9 spot. No more DH for the Orioles. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a fly ball out to center, hanging up there for Cowser, and he'll make the catch. That cannot advance Reynolds, 1 out.
Yeah, Tommy Pham trying to do a job there, but unfortunately got that ball up in the air a little too much. His first pitch 0-0 fouled off into the first base dugout, trying to get Brian Reynolds over. Unfortunately, the Pirates not able to execute. Now Andrew McCutchen has an opportunity, though, to put the Pirates up.
Facing the lefty, Enns, and the pitch. There's a strike. McCutchen has hit better against lefties this year, and as he has typically throughout his career. 281 coming in. Here's the set, and Enns waiting. Now his 0-1. Swinging a foul back, 2 strikes on McCutchen. Reynolds, the automatic runner at second. Pirates did not score and somehow held the Orioles from scoring. Pirates are 6-5 in extra innings this year. Baltimore is 4-5. Both teams play a lot of one-run games. And we are tied at 2 in the 11th. Here's an 0-2. Swinging the ball grounded toward first. Mountcastle just into the game in the field. Gets it over to Enns covering for the second out. That moves Reynolds to third, but now with 2 outs, Nick Gonzalez is coming up.
Yeah, Andrew McCutchen trying to shoot that ball through that 3-4 hole. Mountcastle makes a nice play diving to that hole and able to get that. Man, that's just a professional hitter right there. Well, you see what the game's presenting for you. Being down in the count just fortunately did not work out.
Pirates have Dowry Moretta warming in their bullpen. Here's the pitch from Enns. A swing and a high pop-up. Foul territory, first base side. Should reach the seats, and it will. Strike one on Nick Gonzalez with Reynolds at third. Pirates afforded that runner at second base. Reynolds has gotten to third, but now 2 outs. Gonzalez 1 for 4 tonight. And he's been very good against left-handed pitching. Last year and this year combined hitting at .298 against lefties. Pirates have 2 position players left. Canario and York, both right-handed hitters. Alex Jackson, a backup catcher, a righty batter for the Orioles in case the pitcher spot comes up. Swinging a tapper foul. Right now 2 strikes. Which it's due up 6th in the bottom of the 11th. Two strikes on Nick Gonzalez with Reynolds at third. Pirates and Orioles tied at 2 in the top of the 11th. From Baltimore, Cruz would be next. Enns on 0-2. Swinging a foul right back. With that high and in fastball and send it back to the screen.
That fastball coming in at 96 at the top of the zone. Nicky G, nice job staying inside of it, fouling it off. Just spoil it, get another one.
2 teams have combined for 9 hits tonight. Here's an 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pirates again do not score in extra innings. Still no hits in extras. We'll go to the bottom of the 11th, still tied at 2 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
As the official bank of the Pittsburgh Pirates, PNC knows that everyone gets...
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary
to an all-star charitable organization with a great lineup of charities like Steel City Selects, Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, Pittsburgh Cultural Trust, March of Dimes, Visibility Pittsburgh. Coppers and Pirates pitchers will be bringing the heat all season long.
We go to the bottom of the 11th in Baltimore, still tied at 2, and we got a pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Dowry Moretta coming on for the Pirates.
Yeah, Dowry will come in at 1-0 record with a 4.22 ERA on the season, making this a 12th appearance with a 10-2 innings pitch of 14 punch-outs. He'll face Ryan Mountcastle to start off this with a man on second base, and that man is the speedy Gunnar Henderson.
So another tall hill to climb, but somehow Isaac Mattson got us to the 11th. Here's the set. And Moretta's first pitch. Swinging a liner up the middle. Base hit. The first move for Henderson was back to second, so he can only get to third. Wanted to see it through. And so now the Orioles, on the first hit for either team in extra innings, are poised with a man at third and nobody out.
The fastball up out over the plate. It looked like, unfortunately, the ball's hit right back up the middle, but evaded the pitcher, the shortstop, and the second baseman for a line drive. Now Donnie Kelly will take another opportunity to use an intentional walk to load the bases.
So Samuel Basayo will come up, the 21-year-old. And they'll stick with a four-man infield here.
Now, it'll be tough, too, because Basayo has been able to use the other side of the field very well, so it makes you think he'll stay on that slider from Moretta.
Here's the pitch, and a swing of the ball fouled to the right, strike one.
Yeah, and that was it there. When you have an approach the way he does, a young hitter, he's been able to hit a couple balls at left field that look really nice, stayed on top of him really well, so that slider from Moretta won't have that same effect.
Hit a walk-off homer Friday, did Basayo. Here's the 0-1, and it misses in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded, nobody out. 2-2 tie in the 11th inning. That lefty slider the slider to lefties from Moretta has been very good. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back. Throws it again, 1-2.
You can see just out in front, but the ball left up over the middle of the plate. But now they have to have some really deep conversations with Joey Bart to make sure you guys get on the same page. This is when Basayo has been effective, just using the other side of the field.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Baltimore batting bottom of the 11th. Tied at 2. And the 1-2 swung on and lofted to left field. Pham has to come racing in along the line and slides for it, and it's off his glove. And if he caught it, the game would have ended.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Tommy Pham actually wanted to catch that ball. I think he went for it at the last minute, the diving, and just make sure he pulled up a little lane not to get that. And I'll let you know how far he had to run for that ball.
He slid feet first.
Wow, that ball was really close to being fair if we look at the monitor. I'm not
it was
sure
a few
what
feet
he was
foul.
thinking.
The call on the field is a foul ball. This is a crew chief review.
This is going to be really, really close. That ball was a lot closer to the foul line than I initially thought.
And we're farther away than the umpires, obviously.
But Tommy Pham sliding is kind of his body and glove kind of got mixed up in between that foul line.
I thought for sure it was foul live, and but when you look at it in replay,
oh my goodness,
it landed on the line.
It literally landed on the line.
And the Orioles are going to win this game. We'll credit the umpires for electing to review this. And that's why Pham desperately dove for it, because it was that close to being fair, and it appears that it might have been fair, because there's no other option at that point.
Yeah, the fans were taking a look at it up on the big screen, and it's pretty evident that ball got a ton load of chalk.
So if it's ruled otherwise, Basayo will have a second walk-off hit in 4 days.
Yeah, even the Pirates are walking off the field. The outfielders are. So it's just a matter of time now before you get the call.
Yeah. From our vantage point, it looked like it was a couple feet foul, and obviously if it was called foul territory, then runner could tag and score. But that's why Pham was going for it. It was so close to being fair. He needed to go for it, just in a desperate attempt to prolong this game. But it appears that if it hit the chalk, which it looked like it did, then that would be ruled a single and a game winner for the Orioles. We're going to get a call, and let's hear the crowd. This is Alan Porter.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. It is a fair ball. R3 scores.
And that's it. 3-2 Orioles in 11 innings on Basayo's overturned hit. He gets the RBI. Moretta gets dealt defeat, and the Orioles beat the Pirates in Baltimore on a walk-off fashion. 3-2 the final in 11 innings. Our post-game show to follow right here on the Pirates Radio Network.
Ever feel like the road is out to...
The